Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from
Monsignor, it occurs to me that maybe this situation with Johanka could be resolved in a different way.
Is that so? Pray, enlighten me.
I want to defend Johanka in a duel. If God is willing, and I win, then Johanka will be cleared.
And who do you propose to fight? Me? Or the Archangel Gabriel?
How should I know? With someone. Let God decide.
Solving disputes by such barbaric means is a throwback to ancient pagan times, and the Holy Church will not tolerate it. It is an offense to God to demand that he resolve disputes that it is our duty to resolve. No, Henry, it's out of the question. I don't want to hear another word about it.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. I have also completed my investigation. We may commence then with the proceedings?
Yes.
Good. I will send for everyone who is to bear witness and have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first thing tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum. I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
Of course. Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now, and we'll meet in the morning.
God be with you.
Let us begin.
I, Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sasau in response to reports of Marian visitations and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found indeed that by her arbitrary words she's been leading good people astray and encouraging their rebellion against their betters. Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and to appoint herself as an intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God. This does not behove any lay person, and certainly not a woman. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, and shall be bound by a most sacred oath, to speak only the truth. I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best know what deeds are done in his parish. Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
And prior to this, did Johanka attend church? Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor. What's more, the parish priest of Skalitz is staying at my presbytery just now. Johanka knows him well enough, but she didn't come to see even him. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
Indeed. Avoidance of the church is one of the distinguishing signs of heresy.
As I surmised, Monsignor.
Monsignor, would you please hear the testimony of the respected burgher Pavel of Kolin? He will testify that Johanka isn't making anything up.
Well, I'm very curious what this Pavel will tell us. Call Pavel of Kolin. I'm a little surprised to find a counselor of Kolin here, especially you, who makes no secret of your animosity towards Sasau Monastery.
True. Although I have only criticized the monastery in secular matters of property, which concerned a dispute with the town of Kolin, and therefore my duties as a counselor.
Pavel, please tell us about your recent experience.
I'm all ears, Goodman.
Monsignor, some years ago I hid some money in Sasau woods. When I found myself here again recently and heard Johanka's words, I remembered that matter. Johanka made me aware of my inordinate love of wealth, and I resolved to donate the money in question for the common good of Sasau. For this, I needed an honest intermediary who would locate the money. In this too, Johanka helped me by putting me in touch with Henry here. By the grace of God, he found the long-lost treasure and donated it for the good of Sasau. The whole matter I regard as the intervention of the Holy Spirit.
An interesting tale, Goodman Pavel.
Not only that, it's also evidence of divine providence, and that Johanka isn't making anything up. She wasn't possessed by an evil spirit. On the contrary, Our Lady really did speak to her.
I must concur with that, Monsignor, because I was subsequently also visited in a dream by the Virgin Mary.
What? You too?
Yes. She appeared in a blue cloak and waved to me.
Do you swear that what you say is true, Pavel?
I swear by Almighty God, Monsignor.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Very well, Goodman. Thank you for your testimony. You may stand down.
Even if it were true, why would Our Lady choose a simple village girl like Johanka?
Monsignor, with your permission, I'd like to draw attention to the work of the great scholar Matthew of Yanov. He exalted women like Johanka. He said that God created what is weak in order to bring shame on what is strong. That's why God turns to women who love Christ and blesses them with such visions, so that they can point out and rectify the vanities of men. It can't be heresy if the learned masters of universities write such tracts.
What you say is remarkable. Matthew's work, which you mentioned, does speak to Johanka's benefit, but I wouldn't have expected that someone of your station has even heard of the Master of Yanov. How did you come by his work?
Well, Johanka pressed me to go on a pilgrimage of repentance. I went to Ujits, where there is a Marian church, and there, the parish priest gave me a copy of the text.
That's surprising indeed, especially that you are at all capable of reading such a work and understanding it. You're quite a fountain of unexpected skills, Henry.
Thank you, Monsignor.
Let's proceed then. Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it. He's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him. Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls. I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please tell me how Johanka behaved.
Monsignor, I must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure. Selfless, charitable, and good-hearted. She helped more people here than anyone else. I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian. She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
Yes. That's quite an extraordinary thing. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore, I believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God. But it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus, stick to the point, if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences. Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions. And what about St. Bridget, or Elizabeth of Schurnau, or Catherine of Siena? Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Yaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true. You can rest assured I will consider your words very carefully. Fabian, have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there. Although, I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Yes, I heard of that. They were dealt with by the vicar who came here to track them down. Henry here helped catch them. Thank you, Father Fabian. That's all.
I'm glad to have been of service, Monsignor.
I thank you also, Brother Nicodemus. You too may stand down. Call Hoshek, bailiff of Sasau. Bailiff, has there been any suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been cumins on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, Bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you much about her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here, on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice or blessing.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has all the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's true. They met outside town, too, and it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
Thank you, Bailiff. I will be all. And you, Henry, you've been around Johanka more than anyone. Do people come to her for blessings?
Well, they come to her, yes. But I swear she never blessed anyone. But when someone comes to her, she tries to help them, like a good Christian.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that to lie here is a mortal sin and a crime.
I do. And I'm not lying.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, Monsignor. I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life, and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Her testimony will show that Johanka is an exemplary Christian, not the leader of some cult.
All right. Call this Adela. Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths, laundering and repairing clothes, and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No. Sometimes I went with the fellas and pleasured them for money. But I don't do it anymore. I swear. I changed my ways on account of Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes. Henry convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
Well, it was only the one time, Monsieur.
And with whom did you sin?
With Henry.
Well, well. So Henry leads loose women to the path of righteousness, only to drag them back into sin again.
It wasn't quite like...
Quiet! Adela, answer me one more question. You're living with Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come to her.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No, it's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone. And she doesn't want any gifts from anyone either. Folk just bring them. The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded. She doesn't keep anything. I swear.
You swear?
Yes. I swear to it all, Monsignor. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra, the swordsmith's wife. Bring her here. Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a good overview of what goes on in Sasau. as you told me earlier, will you tell me now what you know of Johanka and her deeds?
Yes, I'll tell you everything, Monsignor. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that. As if we were bad people here. And she herself is a sinner. And an adulterer. A loose woman she is, who goes with anyone. And even fornicated with the custodian, Sir Sebastian.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Catra isn't telling the whole truth.
What do you mean, Henry?
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka several times to cause trouble for her and threaten her. She wanted to drive Johanka out of town. That's not the deed of a good Christian, plotting intrigues like that. She admitted it all to me.
Is that true?
I only did what was necessary to stop her from bringing us to harm.
Monsignor, you can see yourself that Catra holds a grudge against Johanka.
Yes. I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings. You should have reported your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But she's bringing us nothing but trouble.
I will be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless, I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be ignored. Bring here the Sasau custodian, Sir Sebastian von Berg. Sir Sebastian, my apologies for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told that you have shared your bed with Johanka. Is it true?
Monsignor, with respect, this is surely some mistake. Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means a heretic.
Noted. Now please answer my question. Did you share your bed with Johanka or not?
Yes, but she's not...
Silence! So, Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
Monsignor, I've known Johanka a long time, and she's a virtuous girl and a good Christian. She just needed support. It wasn't a bodily desire, but one of the soul. Consider what she went through. Her whole family slaughtered, and everyone here turned their backs on her, but for Sir Sebastian. Anyone can make a mistake, can't they? And she's sorry for her mistake.
Monsignor, let's put a stop to this. It's undignified for us both. And for Johanka. She's no heretic, just a confused young girl to whom fate has been less than kind. Her confusion will pass. All it needs is for someone to explain to her the error of her ways. There's no necessity for extreme measures.
Sir Sebastian, be so kind as to leave the judgment of Johanka's transgressions to me. You may go. Henry? You proved yourself an exemplary and faithful servant of the Church when you drew my attention to the many iniquities that have been happening hereabouts. You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You've said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
Monsignor, she's my friend. After the terrible things that happened in Scallis, neither of us has many dear ones left. It seemed only right to me to help her.
You seem like a compassionate man. It certainly says something about Johanka, that someone like you stands up for her. That will be all, Henry.
Monsignor, please permit me to say one more thing. I heard some wise words at a sermon in Scallis, and I think I should share them here. It's our Christian duty to fight against sin. But we must love the sinner. So I beg you, Monsignor, Be lenient to Johanka.
You're right, Henry. Those are wise words. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself. Johanka of Skalitz, you've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier, and it has also come to my attention that Henry here bribed a guard to allow him to see you in your cell, which I expressly forbade. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier, or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. And I did the right thing. The Virgin Mary visited me again in my cell and showed me new things. Monks and prelates who took off their robes and put on princely cloaks instead. They threw down their staves, buckled on swords, and placed crowns on their heads. They rejected Christ's example and hoarded wealth for themselves. They paid no heed to the people, but only gave them absolution for money and...
Silence! You will not speak like that. I have already heard more than enough. These proceedings are closed. You may leave. Johanka will now hear my verdict.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monsignor. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences.
Pride and ignorance clouded her reason.
Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And the Virgin Mary did visit me, and I would be lying before her, before God and my own conscience, if I denied it.
If you don't recant and return to the bosom of Holy Mother Church, then you have sealed your own fate. Take her. We must all be ever vigilant of Lucifer's evil designs and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy Mother Church cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
It's all true, and the will of the Blessed Virgin, her sacred will that I will never recant.
Sometimes, to save the body of the true church, it is necessary to amputate a gangrenous limb.
Full of grace,
Johanka of Scarlets refuses to accept the truth and recant her delusive preaching. Her tongue is an instrument of the devil. It must be plucked out and cast from the body of the heretic, along with the devil, so that her soul may be purged of evil.
Despite her suffering, Johanka remained faithful to her conviction. Brother Nicodemus tried to heal her terrible wounds, but in vain. Her cruel punishment was too much to endure. Matthias never lived to hear of Johanka's fate. Soon afterwards, he succumbed to his sickness. Although it's forbidden to bury a heretic in consecrated ground, we lay Johanka and Matthias to rest together, side by side, in a place where I hope they will finally find peace. As Brother Nicodemus said, surely God will forgive us for following our hearts.
I heard you and Pavel of Colleen gave a donation to Sasau. It's a pity you didn't think of us. Anyway, what can I do for you?
That trial. I never thought it would go so far.
I was hoping too for a more lenient verdict. Johanka was a good girl. It's not for me to question the bishop's decision, but I'm deeply sorry for the poor child. May Our Lady in her mercy forgive her and intercede for her, and us too, for burying her in hallowed ground.
We did the right thing. For her and for Matthias. Thank you for helping me with it. It's what she deserved.
You're right, but you must never speak of it. It must remain between the two of us, all right?
Of course. Rest assured. What do you do here?
What I can.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good day to you. Farewell.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless.
God be with you. May the Lord watch over you.
God be with... Goodbye.
Let's talk about the...
Well... Alright, so...
Yeah.
God's... May the Lord watch over you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well,
What about this?
that's not enough. Aye, that would do.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, sir.
The eye of an eagle, and it is they who heed those words. They with the gold.
Totally happy. Onions that'll make you cry and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
God bless.
Thanks for your company. My respects to you. How can I...
What do you need? Take it. God be with you.
do you need? Good luck then.
God be with you. See you later.
Radishes, carrots, and apples.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God bless. What can I help you with? God be with you.
Can we do something about...
Well,
What about this?
well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
I'll go for that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
Yeah!
God be with you.
I brought that game for you.
Excellent. Show me what you got. Thanks, Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this. I've got another order for you. The butcher was boasting in the tavern how he makes the best boar meat and wild mushroom sauce, and the locals want him to prove it.
So I'm to bag a wild boar?
Yes. And while you're in the woods, you could pick a few mushrooms, too.
Next thing, they'll want me to cook it, too.
Goodbye.
My God! Good luck, then.
With salt, caraway seeds,
God be with-
garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere.
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for night. I've got that meat for you here.
Great. Let's have a look at it. Thanks, Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this. Another order. The master armorer is mounting a banquet, and he wants to serve venison and cream sauce.
Oh, right, I get it. Hunt down a deer, milk a cow, and skim the cream. Wouldn't he like me to churn some butter to cook it in while I'm at it?
Just the venison will do, thanks.
See you later.
You? One warning wasn't enough for you.
Good God. Goodbye. God be with you.
You know.
I've got something for you. I got them from Uncle Peshek. Just don't go poking them where you...
They're lockpicks.
True.
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here. I was just...
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to. The time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
No luck at dice? Rabbit paws of all colors, shapes, and sizes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Better not get caught snooping around this venison. Better get moving. This meat is too fresh.
It came from over here. This meat doesn't look spoiled.
from a rose bush.
Hey! You there! Stop! Ah, shit! I've got you, you bastard! Who the hell do you think you are? You injured someone! This definitely won't come Alright, you've paid...
Greetings.
Take care.
Bloody tears of St. James, Madonna.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh!
Yeah.
What did you say? What did you fucking say? You!
Yeah.
You! Fucking sodomite! I'm going to enjoy this. Come on! Jesus Christ! You cold. My God, what happened to you?
I'd like to throw some dice.
St. George, guide my hand.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Now I'm for the chop.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
One L, please.
No point pushing it.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
You're right here.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Your turn. We'll see. Cursed luck!
The beer.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Ah, That's how dice should roll. Money, money, money!
Want to try your...
You're a brave soul taking me on. I'm not used to losing.
What's the hold up there?
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. We'll see. This'll be the one. Should no, I daren't. Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
What's the hold up there?
We'll see. What the hell's with these damn dice? Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Ah, it's not so bad after all. That's it.
One beer.
Your turn. This'll be the one. That'll do me. That's it. Ooh.
longer must I wait?
That's all. Damn!
I'm feeling lucky.
Your fame precedes you. Won't get the better of me.
Not afraid of anything, eh? Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
Am I invisible? Over here! A beer!
That's it. Good I shouldn't. No, I daren't.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. That won't happen again.
You're lucky. Too damn lucky for my taste. I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
I've got a bit of coins.
Good luck.
I'll be right back with that.
St. George, guide my hand.
Aye, I'll be back in 2 shakes.
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. If I keep falling like that, I'll use up all my luck.
This'll be the one. No point pushing it.
How
Not
much
afraid of
longer must I
anything,
wait?
eh? Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Ooh. We'll see.
here.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
Just what I wanted.
Hey, you! Halt! Surrender! Right, you in! You'll... I've had enough of your shit. When I said clear off, I meant right now. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
Oh well, what can I do? Here you are.
You've paid for your crimes. I hope you've learned your lesson. Good day to you.
Take care now.
Hey, you've no business here. Clear up. Are you looking for someone?
Hey, where's your torch? You can't walk around here without a light.
Ah! Watch where you're going, you lout! You nearly killed me!
Yeah.
No.
Huh?
Good day.
See you later.
Take care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day. I've got those hides you wanted.
Now that's what I call quality. That'll do me just fine. Here, you've earned a bit of coin. And like I promised, I'll teach you something. See you later.
God's bless you. Good luck then.
What do you need?
Can we trade?
If you've got good luck then.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
Is this enough?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. All right, so.
I'm glad to see you.
I have some trophies.
Show me. So many. My lad, you're like the smiting right hand of God.
I'd like to get better at fighting with a mace.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Since it's you.
That's not enough. Agreed. Now, listen up.
God be with you.
So, how am I doing so far?
Everyone's talking about the Revenant, as if it were the 11 plagues of Egypt.
Wasn't it 10?
Oh, you still have a lot to learn. Nevertheless, no one in Ledechko would eat a single egg, even if they had any, because all the hens are hexed.
Well, at least they've got fuel for their fires.
Everyone is talking about how all the butcher's meat went off after being touched by the hand of evil.
What, does this look like the hand of evil to you? That's still not enough, is it?
You're getting there, but they need a bit more pushing. Take care. See you later.
Jesus Christ.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
Damn it, I wish I was able to swim.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, mate. Henry, come here.
Ah, Henry. The very man I wanted to see. I've got a wee job for you.
Oh, yeah? What?
See, me and the other fellas play this game. Kuno gave us this old cheap ring. We call it the Ring of Bacchus.
Us?
Bacchus. Some pagan god of feasting or whatever. We call it that because when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays everything for the fella who's got the ring on him.
Sounds like a fun game. Where do I come in, though?
Well, now the stone has the ring. I think the stone has had the ring long enough, if you get what I'm saying.
I'll help you. I've got nothing else to do anyway.
I want to steal the ring from the stone while he's asleep, but that fella sleeps with one eye open. He needs a little help with sleeping soundly, and I've got a feeling you're the kind of man who knows how to arrange that kind of thing.
Look, I don't much like...
You disappoint me.
I found Jakey, and I know what Hagen is planning.
Spit it out, then.
Zul plans to raid Samapesh, and he wants to lead the attack himself.
I see. And what about that treacherous little bastard?
He's dead.
Ah, well. I would have thought that news would come as a relief, but to be honest, I suppose I have a soft spot for the little fucker. Well, what's to be done? It was his own stupidity that killed him. Saddle up now. We'll ride to Samapesh right away.
All right.
There they are. I can see Zul's colours. It seems they want a parley, sir.
Parlay, eh? Right then. Let's parlay.
God be with you, Sir Kuno.
My respects, Sir Hagen.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure since the siege of Lansenbach, wasn't it?
An age ago that was. In those days we fought under the same banner.
We did. And even today, we may yet part friends. After all, my quarrel is not with you, but with Cobula.
The thing is, your quarrel with Lord Cobula is my affair, since he tasked me with keeping order in his lands. And you, Hagen, you were disturbing that order.
No offense, sir, but you are just a mercenary whose main concern is keeping order in his purse. My dispute with Radzig Cobula concerns a higher ideal. Cobula shamed my family over a trifling misdemeanor. He hanged my father, razed our castle to the ground, gave our property away to his family and cronies. And for that, I demand just retribution. But you don't have to stand in my way, Kuno. I'm well aware why you serve Radzig. You owe him a favor. And from what I've heard, it's not the first time you've had to pay him back. It won't be the last either. The fact of the matter is, you fight Cobula's battles for him, and you've little or nothing to show for it. If you accept my offer, on the other hand, you can ride away from here a rich man. What do you say, sir?
Kuno, you can't do it.
You're making a common mistake, Henry. There's a difference between what a man can't do and what he ought not to do. In this case, the difference is the size of Hagen's offer.
Have you no honor at all? To sell yourself to the highest bidder?
The only bidder. Radzig never offered me a groschen.
Because you owe him a favor.
And this is the third time I've had to pay him back. My conscience is clean.
Tell me, Kuno, what do you think makes a good mercenary?
If I knew that, I'd have a marble palace in Florence. I'd sit all day on a golden throne, drinking wine. But I suppose for a start, he should be skilled in warfare.
Oh, that's how you see it. But what about those who enlist your service? What they value is loyalty and fulfilling your duty. A mercenary who turns after coin like a vane after the wind isn't worth his salt.
An eloquent speech, but like I said, I've paid Radzig back quite enough. So if you don't mind, I'll take that pile of coin and fuck off.
And then what? Do you think anyone will ever hire you again after they hear of this?
With that much money, I won't have to worry about that for a while. Anyway, everyone will understand how things really stand.
Do you really think Sir Radzig and others like him will share your interpretation of mercenaries' honor? Not a chance. Everyone will see you for the swindler and turncoat you are, and Sir Radzig and I will make damn sure you won't come out of this smelling of roses.
Are you threatening me?
Call it what you like.
Fine. It seems you have learned something after all.
You'll stay, then?
Obviously.
It didn't seem so obvious to me.
Come on now, Henry. Don't take offense. And let's go and deal with Hagen.
It's true, Sir Hagen. This is not the first time I've paid Radzig back. Nor will it be the last. But then, he did save my neck from the noose. So I'll be long beholden to him. I'll make no bargain with you. But I will take your silver.
You would fight me? You're a damn fool.
I've no wish to fight, but neither do you. Otherwise you wouldn't have tried to buy me off. So it seems that we're evenly matched. Let's see who fortune favors.
So be it.
Here!
Enjoy this. That's gonna cost you your life. You're dead.
Is that the best you can do?
Is that all you've got?
I'll find you. You can't hide from me. Come here. You're finished.
Give up and I'll let you
No,
live.
not a chance. There'll be no mercy for you.
Well, that's that.
What now?
Now? Now we'll go and look for peace in the bottom of a tankard.
That's all?
What else is there? That's the nature of the job, Henry. You go somewhere, kill some men, and then you go and get your reward. Unless you're doing it for nothing, like a fool. But you should go and bring Radzig some good news, finally.
Aye. I suppose I should.
If there's anything else you want from us, we'll be at the encampment in a few more days. And then, God willing, we'll move on. Well, if I don't happen to see you again, good luck. I'll slaughter you! Curse it!
Bugger! Ow! Ow!
Well landed.
Ow! Fuck!
Dear God.
Well,
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Can't be helped, lad. They knew what they were getting into. That's the mercenaries' lot.
Oh, I know, but you seemed like good companions.
Aye, but a company like that doesn't last forever. I've buried enough men, let me tell you. You should go and report to Sir Radzig that we won the day.
Aye, I suppose I should.
If there's anything else you want from us, we'll be at the encampment in a few more days. And then, God willing, we'll move on. Well, if I don't happen to see you again, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless you.
Good luck then.
Hey! God be with you.
And another thing. Have you met the local lord?
Sir Hanush? Of course. He's a jovial sort and doesn't know what fear is.
Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good to see you, lad. Sir Hanush told me you won his tourney. Good job, Henry.
Sir, my investigation led me back to Scalitz, and I happened across a criminal there. I just wanted to report to you, sir, that I dealt with that murderer. He attacked me and, well, I got the better of him. He won't be doing any more harm to anyone.
That was a brave deed, Henry. Thank you. I see you've been doing an excellent job in my service. I sent a patrol there some time ago, and they never returned.
Sir, we got rid of Zul.
Finally, some good news. Tell me all about it.
We caught up with Hagen in the fields near Merhoyet, and there was a skirmish. But before that, Hagen tried to bribe Kuno.
Tell me, how did you persuade Kuno to stay on our side?
You're assuming Kuno would have gone for Hagen's offer?
I'm quite certain he gave it some thought. Considering I don't pay him a single groschen, probably quite a lot of thought.
You're quite right.
So, how did you persuade him?
I simply appealed to his honor, sir.
Simply. Knowing Kuno, I'd say it would be simpler to persuade the devil to go to church on Sunday.
That's not far off the mark. But maybe he's not that bad after all. In the end, he did stay and fight for you.
Any losses on our side? Kuno's men? How did they fare?
Some of Kuno's men fell, unfortunately.
I'm sorry to hear that. Such is a mercenary's life. May they rest in peace. Anyway, you deserve a reward for your efforts. And thank you, Henry. Once again, I'm beholden to you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Thank you, sir. But I'm sure you'd have managed without me.
Don't be so modest, lad. Since that catastrophe at Scalitz, I don't have many people left that I can rely on. Best go and rest now.
Thank you, sir.
See you later.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I've heard that some pilgrim was selling off pieces of a rare sword. If you happen to have one, I'd be interested.
Did that Sasso dabbler send you here?
Why?
Why? Because there was nothing left for him.
Man, isn't there some...
No way. Take care.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Bread! Bread! Rolls and pretzels! Garlic, carrot, beetroot, onion! All that grows in the ground.
I'm at your service.
Goodbye.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so. Finally, a reasonable sum.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
Are we agreed?
Well, a little more, and we'll call it a deal.
Nedaleko Hodonína je tam studenka kamená.
Aye.
A ví vodenka studená.
Soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus for taste. Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
say?
With an executioner! A bloody executioner! No! Leave me be.
Do you know there's a girl crying on your doorstep?
I executed her husband.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully. She knew he had it coming.
So then, why?
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while, I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Why?
Do you really have to ask? I can't even go to the tavern for company, and no one would sup their ale with me. And when I die, they'll probably push me into a hole with a stick so as not to touch my corpse.
Is it really that bad?
I'm not complaining, mind. It's a well-paid job, if you don't mind being a pariah. They might look sideways at you, too, just for talking to me.
And that's what she's afraid of?
Exactly.
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
None she knows of. Poor lass. You could help her, though, if you wanted.
Me? How?
Elishka has no family, but her husband might still have some kin. Nobody will talk to me, but you could find out more.
Why do you want to find her family anyway? Don't you want her to stay here?
I do. She's a splendid woman, but I'd never want to keep her here against her will. The life I lead isn't for everyone.
What would she have to put up with if she stayed with you?
A lot. I can't deny. Most of the town folk wouldn't give her the time of day, at least not in public. If we had children, it would be even worse for them.
That doesn't sound like a very happy life.
It's not all bad. It's a well-paid job and even respected in a way. And when someone needs a bone set, all of a sudden they forget your reputation.
How can I find out if there's any family?
Try asking Elishka herself. She knows a thing or two about them. But, in the end, you'll still have to go and find out something from the bailiff, or from the records at the rat house.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks, if only for the thought.
Herman sent me.
What a way to end up.
Don't despair. It could be a lot worse.
Only death could be worse, and I'm not far from it.
Can I ask about your family?
What do you want to know?
Don't you have any kin left? Someone who'd take you in?
No. They all died of the plague. And then I ended up with that man of mine. I always knew he'd get strung up one day.
Didn't your husband have any kin?
Maybe. He mentioned some, but we never went to see them.
Is that all you know?
Yes. But if they're anything like my old man, the bailiff and his catchpolls will know about them.
That's all I need.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you know Elishka, the wife of the man who was hanged recently?
The one that's with the executioner now.
That's her.
Life can be cruel sometimes.
Right. And do you know if she has kinfolk somewhere around?
How should I know? Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy.
Look, Bailiff, I've helped you out a time or two. Can't you find it in your heart to return the favor?
I suppose so, but get on with it. I have a mountain of work here.
I'd just like to know if Elishka's husband has kin around here.
Tell the scribe I sent you. If anyone knows anything, it'll be him.
Thank you. Farewell.
God be with you.
Is it possible to find out from the records where someone lives?
You think we keep records of every serf? For Christ's sake, they breed like rabbits.
But I thought that in the rat house, though, in the books...
Boy, the books are for recording pacts, undertakings, punishments, property rights, and so forth. In other words, important things. We don't keep records of serfs.
Elishka won't be happy about that.
Elishka? You don't mean the one who married into the Mishek family?
Yes. Yes, you know her.
Why wouldn't I? I used to play dice with old Mishek years ago. He had a son, a nice, polite lad. How is he?
Oh, you know, he's quite tied up these days.
Well, if you see him, tell him to swing by.
And where are the Misheks living now?
A stone's throw from Rate by the small fish pond.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God grant you help. How may I help you?
I've got information about your daughter-in-law. Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you...
I won't help anyone.
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
She could help you with the farm. She definitely knows how to take care of things.
A bit of help would come in handy. Send her here, then. But don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
Fine salvation this is.
Yeah!
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. Ilishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down. They say they'd take her in, but I'm not sure she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
Good evening.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
They're not very nice people, Ilishka. They probably work you to the bone, but you would get fed.
Life is never easy, but at least I'd have a family.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
Good luck then.
I've heard the way you talk about her, and, would you like Eliska to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Ratai, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's at all, but at least I'd have a family.
Herman could give you a family, too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it. And he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Ratai.
It's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy, you're right. I'll stay here. May the Lord watch... Herman?
Yes?
Can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! You've made me the happiest man in the world. Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is, everything worked out well.
It did, thank you. And I want you to have this. God almighty, I've got Eliska. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves.
Have you come to rescue me, Sir Knight?
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
It's a bit late now. We'd be coming home in the dark. Another time, all right?
Greeting.
got some goods here whose owners...
All right.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Who's there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of help. See you later.
Can we do something about the price?
Alright, so. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
God grant you health. How?
God's blessings. God be with you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so. Aye, that would do it.
He's here!
Ah, well, well, now what do we have here? This one.
Yeah.
I've decided what to build.
That shouldn't take too long. Come along with me and we'll take a look at the site.
We're going to build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good. We can start construction.
Foreign knight in Sasau. Have you seen him?
I have. A Deutscher, I believe.
Is that so? What's he like?
Oh, an ordinary sort of knight.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
See you later.
What is it this time?
We have a problem with water. That is, with the stream. With the, use of the stream.
The stream? What seems to be the trouble?
Sir, they won't let me have a shit.
What's that?
Your locator here won't let people go for a shit.
God give me strength.
Master Locator, would you be so kind as to cast some light on the matter?
I never forbade anyone to defecate. It's not something that can be prohibited anyway.
You did so.
All I asked was that people did their business further downstream. After all, we don't want our water supply contaminated. It could cause disease.
What do you suggest, Master Marius?
Let the people answer the call of nature at least 100 feet downstream from the village.
What? That far? What if I get the runs? I'd shit myself before getting there.
What kind of disease?
Digestive disorders, fever, even death.
Ah, what a load of nonsense. We always poured our shit out right there on the road. They even do that in Prague, for what I've heard. What else would they do with it?
I've decided. Defecating will only be allowed at least 100 feet from the village.
But, sir...
A wise decision, Henry.
Well, at least we have permission to go and shit again. I'll go and tell the fellas we can go to the stream. It's been a tough few days.
You mean you haven't been since... No, don't say it. I don't even want to know.